Coming up on UT 10 News, a look at how cell phones are impacting your health.
And we'll also follow the ongoing college admissions scandal.
Plus, Kaylee Loofborough traveled down to BG to renew the battle of I-75 on the Diamond. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us and happy spring. I'm Isaac Petcash.
And I'm Marla Goatee. While cell phones are convenient, they can also cause health issues. And
UT's Reed Tietzer takes a look at the medical consequences of excessive cell phone use.
According to the Pew Research Center, 95% of American adults own cell phones and spend an average of 2 hours and 51 minutes on them per day. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke says 80% of adults experience back pain at some point in their life, and cell phone usage is not helping.
The more that you look down at your phone, the more that you'll see just some stretching going on in the back, causing some of that tightness and soreness.
But back pain is just the beginning of problems that cell phones can cause.
When I have patients that use any type of PDA or a computer all day long for 8 hours to help lessen computer vision syndrome, take a break every hour on the hour.
Along with back pain and eye strain, cell phones can cause other health issues such as anxiety, depression, and disruption of sleep cycles. So make sure you limit your screen time to live a happier and healthier life. I'm Reed Tietzorth, UT 10 News.
Well, drug abuse is commonly thought of as a crisis among young people.
However, addiction does not discriminate. Rachel Schneider joins us live. Rachel, who else is being affected?
Isaac and Marla, there is a rising number of older people becoming addicted to their own prescribed opioid pain medication.
The Older Adult Outreach Project is specifically designed to educate and rehabilitate seniors who abuse opioid medication. I sat down with those spearheading the program at the Area Office on Aging and the Lucas County Sheriff's Office.
Just like you would treat someone who had diabetes, we need to treat someone who has an opioid use disorder.
According to Talbot Recovery Center, U.S. citizens consume 80% of the world's prescription opioid medication at only 5% of the world population. A study at the University of Michigan found that 1 in 4 older adults were prescribed opioid medication in the past 2 years, most commonly for arthritis, back pain, surgery, or injury.
We need to educate the seniors about the dangers of opiates, but we also need to take back those opiates.
Drug Abuse Response Team Officer Jeff Madeir will be available for presentations on drug prevention education for seniors and older adults. Back to you, Isaac and Marla.
UT's Lake Erie Center is at the forefront of conservation efforts for Lake Erie. Asian carp are an invasive species and they threaten lakes and rivers across the nation. Larvae from these fish were recently found in the Lake Erie region for the first time ever. Last Thursday, the center hosted an event with the conservation group Trout Unlimited. The biggest concern is that the carp will destroy beneficial plant life.
Those plant-filled areas are nursery grounds. They're habitat for baby native fish.
The center will be hosting a talk about Asian carp on April 18th at 7 p.m.
The effects of the mosque attacks in New Zealand are raising concerns about how different religions can ensure the safety of visitors. A gunman opened fire in 2 mosques in Christchurch on March 15th. 50 people were killed and many others were injured. One local religious leader says police and the FBI are advising places of worship to have someone armed on site.
Even though I don't know how to use a gun, so it could be now I see myself responsible for my community that I have to start.
Eid also says that learning self-defense will help better individuals prepare for terrorist attacks.
A recent cheating scandal has put major pressure on college admissions.
And Marla, UT is looking to make sure that it doesn't happen here. Last week, over 50 parents, including some celebrities, were charged with paying money to universities in order to have their child accepted. The average amount, $200,000, according to Forbes.
But I think it's also an ethics issue, really, because it's an issue about honesty, an issue about probity, an issue about integrity.
UT hosted a business cybersecurity event on Thursday, with the main goal to keep information safe, secure, and correct. Panelists for the event say most cheating attempts can be caught with the right technology.
Students need to know that the university has their back, and the university wants to do anything it can control to protect your data.
Now, UT 10 News did reach out to the admissions office, but they declined to comment on the situation. However, a statement from the National College Admissions Council says that universities must double down on their commitment to the integrity of the admissions process. And academic advisors are reminding students that registering early for classes is important. Registration is already open for priority students, seniors, and juniors. Sophomore registration begins on April 1st, while freshmen can register beginning on April 8th. The downside to registering late could mean canceled classes or being waitlisted. Fall semester starts on August 26th, but registering late for classes after the start date could result in a $50 to $200 fine.
UT theater and medical students are teaming up for simulated medical training. Yesterday at Sylvania Tam O'Shanter, paramedic students practiced treating ice hockey injuries. They diagnosed physical trauma and provided the proper first aid treatment. Student actors displayed the symptoms of specific conditions such as broken bones and skin lacerations.
You're really thinking about like what it would be like if you were injured in a situation like that. And so it's just really helpful for not only them, but also like for us as actors.
Through programs like this, students from different majors are coming together to sharpen their skills for the future.
I'm Kaylee Loofbro, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. It was a busy weekend in Rocket sports. The women's basketball team took on Northwestern in the WNIT, but first, the baseball team traveled to BG for a weekend series. Going right to the fourth inning, the Falcons' Riley Minort cracks a single to right field to bring in the first run of the contest. After BG took a 4-1 lead, the Rockets' John Cervello sends this pitch over to the left field wall to bring UT within 1. However, it was tough outing for Rocket pitching as reliever Jamie Myers nails Minort in the hands to walk in another BG run. Staying in the 7th, Ty Sunken sends an RBI single to the center field to put the Falcons up 8-3. The Rockets would try to come back in the 9th with this single by Darren Davis, but it wasn't enough as the Rockets dropped Game 1 of the doubleheader. In Game 2, the Toledo looked to steal momentum early with a leadoff home run by Brad Boss. The Falcons would respond in the bottom of the frame as Brad Croy hits a ground ball up to the middle to get BG on the scoreboard. To the second we go, Mike Malowitz hits a pop-up to left field, but is misjudged by outfielder Thomas Eitener, allowing a run to score. In the 4th inning, the Rockets' Ryan Thompson crushes this pitch out of the park to bring the Rockets within 1. But it would be too little, too late, as Toledo drops the evening game of the doubleheader 9-6.
Today didn't go according to plan. We need to do the little things better. We need to pitch better. We need to play defense better. We need to have more consistently good at-bats.
The Rockets will go on to lose to the Falcons on Sunday 6-5. Over to the hardwood, Toledo entered the second round of the WNIT off a win over Seton Hall. The victory gave head coach Tricia Culp the most wins for a coach in UT women's basketball history. The Rockets started off round 2 hot as Nakia Black goes coast to coast for an easy layup, scoring the first basket of the game. Black continues her success, scoring 5 more points, keeping Toledo ahead 9-3. Later in the second, Northwestern's Veronica Burton's three-pointer will bring the Wildcats within 1 point with a 13-12 score. Toledo's momentum continues into the third as Mariela Santucci finds Michaela Boyd to sink the three-pointer, giving the Rockets a 16-point lead. However, Northwestern would go on a 25-2 run thanks to strong inside play by junior Abby Wolf. UT tried to claw their way back as Sarah Rokanen hits from deep, but the Rockets will fall 54-47, ending their time in the WNIT.
Our first effort defensively in that first 30 seconds was outstanding. If we could have not given up some of those offensive rebounds, those 17 offensive rebounds really hurt, and some of the turnovers that we had were really crucial.
The women's basketball team finished the season with a 21-12 record.
Kaylee, tough loss, but heck of a season for the Midnight Blue and Gold.
Yeah, it's sad to see that the winter sports are over, but I'm happy to see that the spring sports are happening.
And other good news, it's almost time to start breaking out those shorts and t-shirts.
And the barbecue grill, I gotta love that too. Hot dogs and cheeseburgers.
Of course. Well, that's it for UT10 News. For more exclusive web content, visit UT10news.com.
And tune in Tuesday at noon for your news in 10 minutes. From Molly Goatee, Kaylee Loofbro, I'm Isaac Petcash. Have a great day, and stay tuned for newer news from the UT campus.